I was like 17 when I joined the military. I haven't drank a sip of liquor in my life. And then I joined the military. And that's where today's video is inspired from. Military is a pretty stressful place, and if that stress is left unchecked, it can lead to addiction, abuse, or habits that slowly eat away at your health, your money, and even your career. But here's the good news. By watching this video, you're already a step ahead. You're not going to fall into those traps. And better yet, you'll have the tools to help a friend who might be struggling. So let's break this down. Why are so many military members ending up with self-destructive stress? And what can we actually do about it? Well, first, we have to talk about how we even got here in the first place. A lot of people think stress only comes from deployments or high intense situations, but honestly, me being 6 years in the Army already, it's garrison life. The wake ups at 0500 to go to PT, the formation, to being woken up late at night to go do something insanely not what you agree with, to you still have to deal with your personal life problems after getting off work at 8 p.m. Your personal life problems don't just magically disappear. So whether it be working in a unit where you don't particularly like the people who you work with, to not even have enough time to deal with your own personal issues, when you do get that time to just want to relax and wind down, it can kind of be tempting to resort to some things that make life feel good, even if it's for a couple seconds. But I want to stress, because we're gonna do it anyway, because I do it myself. I vowed as a dental specialist to never do nicotine products again, but somebody introduced me to this. I'm not gonna lie, moderation is the key. You guys can do it, but just moderate, don't go overboard on this stuff. But I only take Zen if I feel like I'm going to either do something stupid. So Zen really does help me calm down, right? There's obviously better ways to deal with stress, but I will say I'm not gonna be holier than thou preaching, oh, don't do this stuff. Just use it in moderation. Keep watching the video, and just makes you feel good. I do not recommend it though. The dangerous thing about taking Zen or even drinking coffee is that it becomes a habit to some people, which turns into an addiction where people can't even function without. And so that's why I want to call them traps. Nicotine, cigarettes, vape, dip. It feels like it calms you down, but all it really does is give you another chain to carry. Suddenly you can't get through the day without a smoke break. Caffeine, energy drinks, pre-workout, coffee stacked on even more coffee. I want you guys to put down in the comments below how much caffeine you guys consume in a day. Instead of dealing with stress and lack of sleep, you're just patching over it and your body pays the price. And it might not be noticeable now, but even me at 24, I feel it. Stress eating, PX runs, fast food, protein bars filled with tons of sugar. You're not even hungry, you're just stressed, but that doesn't stop the calories adding up. And then before you know, you're getting kicked out the Army because you can't even pass height and weight. Spending. A lot of people don't really talk about this one, but once you get paid in the military and you don't really see that money get brought down from the bills, you're like, F it, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy what makes me feel good, or at least what makes you think you feel good. But then at the end of your Army career, you're gonna be like, where did all my money go? And why do I have all this stupid stuff that I can't even fit back in my mom's house because I didn't save properly, and now I have to move back in with my parents. So here's the kicker. None of these actually solve the stress. They just distract you long enough to keep you in the cycle. I got a quick question for you guys. Have you guys ever Googled your own name? Yes, your own name or email or anything related to you. Well, this is me if you haven't. These are data broker sites that literally have my information for sale, and I'm not getting any percent of that. And honestly, it's not even wrong, it's creepy. Random companies profiting off of my personal data without me even knowing. That's how scammers get your phone number. That's why you guys are getting all those random text messages like, hey, did you get my message? And it's just like literally no other message thread. This is where they're getting your information from. They make millions and millions of dollars and they sell it to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. And while they're legally required to remove it if you ask, they make it seem impossible to do it on your own. And so that's why I want to tell you guys about Aura. Aura automatically removes your info from these sites and keeps it off. I use it myself and I recommend it to my family and my friends, even you guys. But Aura is way more than that. It's an all-in-one digital security app that alerts you if your info shows up on the dark web. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like most people don't realize how important this is until something like this happens to them. It monitors your identity 24/7, sending you alerts if it detects your credit or bank account fraud. And if anything goes wrong, you're backed by $5 million in identity theft insurance with 24/7 US-based fraud support. Because when I first saw my information being sold online, it made me feel like I was being ripped off. Like companies were making money off of me. And that's not cool. Without my permission, that's why I chose Aura, and that's why you should too. And you can try Aura for free for 14 days if you guys click the link in my description below. In those 2 weeks, you'll see exactly where your data is exposed, and Aura will already start scrubbing it off broker sites. Don't leave yourself unprotected, vulnerable. Don't wait until something happens and you're playing catch up. Be better than them. So just like protecting your data, protecting your stress outlets comes down to awareness and action. You can either ignore it and let it spiral, or you can make the choice to build better habits. And you guys are probably wondering, well, what are those habits? Well, here are a few. You guys can obviously tell. Exercise. The gym isn't just PT, it's therapy for your body and your mind. Every rep is a stress reliever that builds you stronger. It makes you look better. It makes people come at you more respectable. You get the vibes. Hobbies like fishing, hiking, gaming. Although I'm not too much of a proponent on gaming. It's, I think it's a waste of time sometimes. I still game, but you know what I'm saying? Or talking it out, whether it's a friend or an NCO or even behavioral health. I have seen behavioral health myself, and I'm not scared to say that. You know what I'm saying? Get help. It's not as serious as some people think. It's not as serious as some people may make it out to be. Protect yourselves, because life is too short, and at the end of the day, the army goes rolling along. So you guys have to protect yourself, because the military is stressful and that's not changing. But how you handle that stress determines where you end up. You can let it lead into habits that destroy your career, your future, or you can build routines that keep you moving forward. Stress is real, but it doesn't have to win. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. Subscribe if you're new. Like the video, comment down what branch you guys are going to. And most importantly, forward always. Peace out, boys. Mucho lovo. Blah, blah, blah.